Right, this is a really fun matchup to play for me because Ahri doesn't really provide a lot of pressure. She does at times if she's played correctly, but you really need to analyze the Ahri. So let's get down to the analysis when the minions hit the lanes. The only thing you should maybe know some prior knowledge before the game starts is if you lock the card beyond 6 and you have misanalyzed your opponent, you will be dead as Twisted Fate, there's no doubt of it. And especially if she managed to hit the re off. Here I appear to be AFK because I believe I'm getting a drink, and it ends up with our jungle being invaded and taken out. I'm just gonna change the song. Okay. The minions are about to hit the lanes, and we can begin analyzing the matchup. Arya appears to be late, so at first I was thinking she was AFK, but then she came on later. But it allowed some free pressure onto the lane, so there's nothing standard. Just shoving in. She's poking the wave, which tells me she wants to shove it, since she was late. And she appears to be less focused on poking me until that point, where she missed it. Whereas she should have focused on the minions. But she felt like she needed some lane pressure. I'm just successfully shoving it out. There I managed to queue all the minions, because they're lining up. Well, all except one. I continue to put the pressure on her, because she doesn't seem to be the poke heavy type, and she invests a lot of mana on clearing the minions. So it's working in my favor to actually manipulate the lane. And I'm already trying to analyze in how aggressive she is or how she handles the lanes. Lee Sin walks down here, and I appear to spot him on my ward, so I path downwards. Lee Sin tries to Q me, so I dodge it when I predict he does it. Ahri tries to walk up to, I believe, long range charm me. I know Lee Sin might be sticking around, so I'm just chilling here, watching the minions pour in, so I have a lot easier time dodging the Qs. When I spot in bot lane, I can just return to lane. And playing it as I've been doing it previously. And he's shoving towards me, which is a good point, and I'm already out farming her. Ahri is wasting less of her mana to clear the wave, so the lane should be played a bit different. Here I'm trying to be a bit aggressive, since I saw she's on 80%. Here she hits about 70 or 65-ish, I believe. Managed to hit another Q, so it's really tempting for me trying to go for a 1v1 kill soon. Here I get the E up, but she's zoning out and she's taking the potion. So I'm questioning if I can actually manage to kill her. I need to flash there because there isn't really an easy sidestep. And me trying to play over aggressive to kill her 1v1 just ends with me blowing up the flash. I was really eager to kill her. And it ends up with me dying. I guess it's still fine because I'm not feeling that much pressure by this Ahri. The only bad part is I will miss the huge chunk of this wave. It was a high risk, high reward play on the Ahri. Because I could have snowballed the lane pretty hard if I got the kill, since she was eating free poke. I return to lane and I want to shove it out before she comes. Especially now that there's... Okay, there's a cannon minion. It's hard enough to finish shoving it, but it opens up maybe a potential roam, even if it's prior to level 6. Here I try to Q all of the minions at once, which I managed to do beautifully. And I managed to shove the wave in as she comes back to lane, making it more difficult for her to CS them. She hits her level 6, so I need to be careful a bit. She moves up, so I'm assuming she's looking for a Q to try and see how much damage she deals, in order to calculate how much she can 1v1 me at this point. There I tried to Q both the minions, but it ends up with them being a bit further apart than I had hoped for, but I still managed to poke her and get one of them. So the poke on her is a consolation prize. It just adds up pressure into the lane. I tried to Q her again, because she appears to be really easily hit by them. And I still have Ignite, so it feels like a really good move. Just continuously put pressure on her and try to build up towards something. Here she's following up with the wave. One of the minion decides to path around the middle one for no reason, so I tried to hit 2 of them. But that's okay, because I secured them pretty easily. She's leaving the lane, so I'm assuming she's warding, and since she's not returned, I'm sure she's doing blue buff, which tells me Lee Sin is handing her the blue buff, and it just lets me know where the jungler is. And I can make the assumption Lee Sin is about to hit 6 or hit 6 already. I spot the bot lane overextended, so I go for the free Caitlyn kill. And I know where Lee Sin is. It also ends up blowing the Blitz Flash. For some reason our jungler goes really deep, but she managed to catch us 1v1 Lee Sin. Here's a mistake by Ahri, because she could have 1v1 me there if she wanted to ult and ignite. But it's just her inexperience of trying to 1v1 your opponents. And she probably didn't fancy it, since she believed Karma was nearby and paid more attention to Elise, that Elise could maybe turn as well and kill her. So for her there was a risk involved, but from my point of view there was a free kill for her. But it ends up going well for me. At this point I'm really content with the lane, because I read that she's not really experienced with Ahri as a player, and she seems to be lacking the knowledge on how to capitalize on kills or play aggressive, and she hasn't used ult yet in level 7. I tried to just bait the E out and clear the wave and the Q, so I just managed to dodge them pretty easily. I ping that Ahri is going up, but then I notice she's coming down mid. She misses the card, so I just decide to go and chase her. If she stays in lane, she's dead, because I have my flash up soon. I tried to max hit my Q on her. As I appear, she seems to be pathing back and forth. And if she does recall, it just will end with me shoving the wave for free and her missing the entire wave. Here I'm baiting the Lee Sin Q, taking the turret shot, standing behind the minions. and ends up with a free leasing kill. I walk back to lane and I do a split build. Why didn't I just rush Lishbane? I'm not that pressured by Ahri, but I don't know, I guess I'm taking some kind of weird precaution, which I shouldn't. But Abyssal and Lishbane deals a tons of damage. I'm trying to build it in case they go MR early later on. Because Lee Sin and Yasuo tend to get Hex Drinker, and we have an Elise on our team. Here I dodge the Lee Sin Q. Then I path in towards the minions so they can act as a shield. I just go for the 1v1 outplay kill. And this seems to be really bad on hitting the Qs or predicting where I walk. So it's really easy for me to actually dodge them. R is behind me, so I'm just walking towards Elise. Then I'm predicting where she does the E, and she does it really off where I thought. Elise just managed to get the kill from the red buff burn. And I get another assist. Lee Sin decides to chase. I'm predicting another Q. I spot Elise coming, but she missed the cocoon, so it just ends up with me not prolonging the chase. I path next to the wall in case he tries to leap over and go for a dive kill. I complete the Lishbane because I see that it's not necessary to complete the Abyssal, because I'm really far ahead and that's the best damage spike and movement speed for me. I still have the ult and ignite up, so it's looking juicy to make a play now that the mid turret is down. Elise appears to be trapped. I can't really help her at this point, cause she would die before I even ulted in on her. So I'm just shoving the lane and trying to find where Ahri comes back from. But she came up from above, which I hoped she came under, so I could free card her. I'm looking to clear out this minion wave and do another roam. I spot Lee Sin and Ahri. I managed to dodge the Q. There I tried to kill Ahri because I knew Lee Sin had cooldowns, so if I managed to kill Ahri quick I could actually win the 1v2, which was unfortunate. I get back up and I return to my original play. This time around I don't have ignite, but I have my flash coming up and I still have the ult. Elise goes way too deep for Lee. Most viable option is hoping bot lane get engaged on. I'm still checking minimap if there's a play to be made in bot lane, but they don't appear to be fighting and it's pretty shoved in. I take the plant to spawn if Lee Sin is doing wolves, but it doesn't appear to be. So I try to walk around, but a better judgment is not to risk it. Cause it might just be leading up to a 4v2. Which seems to be about right. With so many people bot, the only optional play was for me to go for the Yasuo. Managed to go behind his wall and then I free card killed him with Poppy. And it leads up to a free nice push on the turret. And since there are 4 people bot, we should just continue shoving the wave and add pressure to the top lane. Here you should not show you're pushing top. So it will take longer for someone to actually path and believing that you went back. He saves Ahri there by mistake, but I thought it was alright. And then he flashes, which kills me as well. That was just poor mistake by Pop because he flashed and he managed to make the Yasuo leap onto me and leads into Q on the Poppy as well. And I can't really outrun 2 leaping champions. So Poppy really made it hard for me to kill Ahri there quick and for us to get out. Or try to turn the next 2v2 around. And then he just flashed on me, which led to my death as well. So that was poorly played by Poppy. I could have lived, and we could have done something more out of that. Nonetheless, it leads to another dragon and a bot turret, which was fine. So 1 for 2 and turret and dragon. Still an alright exchange for our team. And at this point we have 2 ocean dragons, sorry. So it looks really good in the regeneration area. And we're running already Elise, Karma, TF. So we have a lot of poke on our counterpart, whereas they have no tanks. The only thing to be wary of is the Blitzcrank if he hooks someone. I spot Caitlyn is alone bot lane. So I think I'm going for her in a moment. Yeah. Did I just end up one-shotting her? Because I've hit 2 items and she doesn't have MR. And it will just get scarier and scarier for her. My team also managed to pick up some kills and they're shoving down mid. So it appears to be looking really good on this game onwards. I shoved the entire wave and I tried to look for the next top wave, but it was actually further than I expected. And I didn't really calculate that, so I held on to the red card. I think it times out, yeah, as it should. But that's not a problem. I missed 1 minion by accident because it pathed behind me. I spot they're still mid, so I head towards the bot turret. Hoping either a team fight breaks out or I get the free turret. But I managed yet to get another kill. And then they get one for 1. I spot Caitlyn, she flashes. My better judgment is that they're going for me. But then I noticed that they're still spotted. So I'm just waiting for the Caitlyn. Then I managed to get another one-shot kill on her. And my team managed to close 2 of the kills as well. And everyone appeared to be doing really well. Here I go for the turret. I spot Blitzcrank and Lee. So I go for the stun and then I path downwards, trying to run as fast as I can. I try to hit the Q on Lee, which I managed to, so I can stun him. Lee Sin hits the Q and ult, he flashed to connect it. Then Blitzcrank flash on me. I get exhausted and this should lead to the kill because I'm too slow to run away. And it ends up being 1-for-1 and me taking the turret in the long run. But I still managed to kill Caitlyn 2 times off that, and our team managed to kill them a couple of times. So it's looking really good at this point out. Just a bit boring that they focus so much on me, blowing flashes that they actually need. Caitlyn is for some reason overextended and she's gonna just get solo taken out by Elise. Our team are overextending bot lane. I'm back, so I run mid because I know the mid wave's coming and I want to clear it. Elise managed to get yet another solo kill. Their team just appeared to be walking into her, so it seems pretty free at this point. Like we have a saying in Sweden, smörgåsbord. You can just pick whatever you want. That's how this feel of the game is going. The direction is just that the game is quickly dissipating for them. It just completely turns in our favor, where we can just do whatever we want. I tried to hit Kate over the wall, or someone, because they're all low on HP. My better judgment is not to push mid because no one is backing me out, but I spot the Ahri, so I go for the free flash kill. Then I just continue pressuring down on them. I spot Yasuo and I know he's eager to leap me, so I'm just running. I spot Lee Sin and I ward over the wall and just get the free kill on him. I spot Yasuo, but my car, I'm not too quick with the auto attack, but it ends up with him blowing the flash. I stunned Blitzcrank because it was closer and Yasuo was out of range. There's nothing we can do to help Poppy. I should have Rabadon at this point, and when I hit 3 items and they have no MR, it's going to get really tough for them. Especially since I'm just gonna rush head on Void, and when they do get armor, it's gonna get nullified. The list was cut off to Dragon, so I was lingering around mid trying to see if they're rushing for Baron, warding and see if I can actually make a pick of something. And it ends up with me overextending and not predicting Ahri would come from that side, or Lee Sin being above, or who it was. I think Yasuo, yeah, because he triple or double leaped the minions. And now our team needs to fend off a 3 versus 5 Baron. The good thing is they don't have a tank yet again. They can block. Oh lol. Yasuo fail wind walled, which is bad for them. They're taking the magic damage and it's stacking up. Poppy is really tanky and he managed to get onto Caitlyn. The Baron is still hitting the enemy team. And they appear to take a lot of AoE damage. So Vayne is just able to go down on them. Caitlyn kinda surrenders herself and just gives up on trying to run away. I spot Ahri trying to do something, and this will just compel me to go for the ult kill in a second. Or? Why am I not ulting? Hello? Okay, there we go. But I managed to second Carter, I believe. Yeah. About there. Okay. Blitzcrank hooks me. I stun Blitz. I run away. Now I think I'm just shoving out the top wave, applying a pressure, pulling Saw on top while my team shoves down mid. Appears to be the better option. And as my bait was rewarded, I spotted Yasuo trying to go for me. But my team splits and it ends up not being a huge push down mid. Using the 4 versus 3 factor, because Karma went back to base as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to poke them simultaneously as we shove down, because we don't have a lot of people down. It ends up with the Lisp dying, and then I'm just using Poppy to tank the majority of them. I dodged the Lee Sin Q. I red card because I hope they stack. I spot Caitlyn, so I'm gonna flash kill her. This opens up the Nexus, because they will all be regenerating. And I just have too much pushing power. I frequently use the spells to refresh the Lich Bane, so I can quickly mow down the inhibitor. It ends up with us taking 2 inhibs. And I head towards top lane to shove in the wave and get additional gold. Which I believe should be for Void Staff and Elixir. I spot the next wave is coming out as well, so I decide to take that one as well, before recalling. Actually, I decide to take the golems as well. Well, as long as I still have the Baron up, I can quickly recall and come back. And there should be the Void, and then the Elixir should be bought. Or Needless? No, Aether Wisp. Okay, so I'm doing the Aether Wisp into the Ludens and the Elixir, because I get the base movement speed increase, which is better for me. I run down mid, seeing that my team is already winning without me. I go for the free Lee Sin. I try to cut Ahri off, then I end up one-shotting her anyway. And it just leads up to us closing the game out. And I'm trying to cheese the Caitlyn before the Nexus dies. Right, thank you guys again for yet another good video to be analyzed and to be watched. If you like, comment like always. Subscribe if you want to. If you want to catch the live games, you can watch me at Twitch TV, TF, only EU West. I stream pretty much daily, and my goal is set for 2K17 to reach far. If you want any of your games to be analyzed, feel free to ask in the comment section below or on Twitch channel whenever I'm live, and I will offer coaching or help on video feed on TF or Twist the Fate gameplays. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.